beautiful people. So today is one of those weird, impromptu, honest videos. Bear with me, because this is not what I planned to do today, not what I planned. But basically, last year, at the end of 2018, I created a video as I was leaving the place that I lived, laid on a couch, BT dubs, while the furniture was all done, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna make a video, I'm gonna tell people what's up, I'm gonna tell them the truth. And the truth was that I quit my day job, that I was a full-time voiceover actress, and that I made the decision that I was gonna travel some way, somehow, to 19 countries and 19 states in 2019. Now it is a fourth, 25% into 2019, and I want to be honest with you. I want to give you a little update on how that little proclamation has transformed. It is 2019. I started 2019 for the first time ever without a day job. This is, of course, after being a college graduate. No day job. And that was hard, but the fact of the matter is I started 2019 on a camel in Morocco. That was the first day of my year. I was in the Sahara Desert on a camel in Morocco, and dudettes, it was, I mean, there was no better way to start my 2019. I have zero, sorry, I'm at a loss of words. I'm just doing this on a whim. But I have zero regrets about quitting my day job and buying that plane ticket to Morocco right after, even though I could have easily saved that money knowing I had no stable job. I should have maybe saved that money, but I didn't. And at this point, I can tell you that I do not regret that, because I started my year off at such a high. The problem with starting anything at a high is that you have nowhere to go but down. And that's exactly what happened. I came back from Morocco, spent some time with family in Miami, came back to Atlanta, and I was petrified. Because what on God's earth did I just do? You know what I mean? Like, how could I possibly quit a job that has provided me a stable income, that's helped me to pay my bills? Why would I quit that? And it's not even that hard of a job. Why would I quit that to take a leap of faith, to act and travel? Why would I do that? That sounds insane. And then after I did that, with the little bit of savings that I did have, why would I spend that on a trip to Morocco just because my heart wanted so badly to go to Morocco to end and start my year in a different country, doing something I'd never done before? At the time, it felt great, but coming back into the country and not having a stable job and having to feel the pressure of having to book a job. Like, if I don't book jobs, I cannot pay my rent. You know what I mean? And to come back to that pressure for the first time, to begin the year that way, was so hard. It was so hard. And to have to go through personal things at the same time, personal things you just don't openly talk about, was even harder. Like, I literally felt like I had no one to lean on, because I'm so independent. I am so fiercely independent and so prideful that it can be so hard to let your family in, to let your closest friends in. It can be so hard. So you have to sit there and put on a brave face So this is how my 2019 truly started. I didn't start it at this confident. I did. In Morocco, I was thrilled. I was on cloud 9. But the second I got back to Georgia, I was not happy. I was not happy. I was miserable and I was scared and I felt like a complete and total idiot. I did, you know? And January was so hard. It was so hard not having a stable way to make money. I felt like going back to my old company and begging them to take me back, but something in me said, dude, don't you dare. You better give yourself at least 1 month, and if you haven't booked a job in 1 month, then yes, you will have to find some way to make money, because you can't just sit here not making money, you know? But I gave myself January. I gave myself week after week. I submitted audition after audition, just trying so hard to book something, anything. And the one thing I did right in January, I made a commitment to go to my young adult youth group. They were doing a study on prayer that started at the beginning of January. And when I found out that, I said, I have to do it. I committed myself to go there every single Thursday. I said sorry to some friends that wanted me to volunteer for their events or wanted me to come out and just hang out with them. I said, I absolutely cannot. Like, this is my priority. Like, I can't do it. Like, I have to be at my Bible study every Thursday night because I've made this commitment to God. That was my commitment. I don't go to church on Sundays. I don't. I've gone to church on one Sunday this entire year. And maybe I'll find conviction to start going every Sunday. I don't know. But where I'm at in my spiritual journey, I have not. I'm just going to be honest with you. But -1, I've gone to church every single Thursday, -1. And to learn about prayer, to be around people, to have a safe place to just express myself, and it's been wonderful. And so that was my thing. And I think it was towards the end of January, I still hadn't booked not even one voiceover job. I went from booking 1 every single week, sometimes 2, to booking 0. It sucked. And I was at my church study and we were going through our highs and lows of the week. And after I already went, I got an email and I looked down and I cried because it was the first job I booked all year, all month. It didn't happen to happen while I was at my Bible study, you know? And I had to excuse myself because I'm not vulnerable. I know you guys think I am because I cry sometimes on this channel, but I'm not. I am private. There's so much you don't know about me. And I can be so insecure. But at that moment, I was just overwhelmed because for a moment I thought, I was thinking all month, what have I done? How dare I quit my day job? How dare I announce to my friends and followers and strangers that I'm making a living as a voiceover actress when it's such an unstable thing, you know? When I booked that first job, I was overwhelmed. I was so grateful that something happened. It wasn't even a big job. It was honestly a pretty small job, but it was something in a month that was so empty in every way. And then came February. And February was a month of growth. I became a live stream host for this app called Bigo. I started booking jobs more often. I started finding my peace. I was still struggling so much, but I started finding peace. I started being okay with not booking every week. My YouTube channel started growing. I started doing YouTube reaction videos because of someone I met on Bigo, Jerome Stira. all this started happening in 1 month. And by the end of February, I was being paid to be a live stream host, something I never saw myself doing. I booked an industrial job through my agency. I booked more voiceover jobs. I was starting, my YouTube channel grew to like 3,000 followers by the end of February. And now I'm here in March. And there was one day this month, and it happened to be a day that I was at church. I was at my Bible study. I booked 4 jobs in 24 hours. 4. It went from January, where I booked 1 towards the end, to booking 4. 2 voiceover jobs back to back, another voiceover job, and a print job, my biggest, highest paying job yet. A job I just came back from. A job that I had so much fun doing. And I'm so grateful. And I'm not going to tell you guys the other mystery, but the whole 19 countries and 19 states in 2019 thing that I proclaimed so confidently, not knowing how I was going to do it. I'm not sure if it's going to happen. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not sure. But my gut tells me that some way, somehow, it will. And I guess we'll have to figure out when and how and why. But I just want to be honest with you. This year, right now, in my account, I have more money than I've had in a long time. When at the beginning of this year, I thought I was going to go into debt and be broke, and it was going to be awful. I booked more jobs in one day this month than I have in a long time. I came back from a job that just gave me so much confidence that I know I'm supposed to do what I'm supposed to do. I'm more than an actor and more than a model. This year I figured out what I am. And what I am is a storyteller. That's what I am. Whether that means hosting on YouTube or hosting on Bigo or doing voiceover or doing TV and film or something else that might be incredibly special that I pray to God actually happens. I'm a storyteller. That's who I am. And I hope that everything that I do can make one person laugh or one person smile or one person stop what they're freaking doing and go out and actually follow their dreams, because, guys, life is short. Tomorrow is not promised to any of us, so stop it. Stop questioning yourself and do what you love. Do what you feel like you were put on this earth to do. I am not promising you it's going to be easy. It's going to be difficult. You're going to cry like a baby. Sometimes in front of camera, maybe. But it's going to be worth it. It's going to be so worth it. I just want to thank you guys for watching, and thank you for the very few people, because very few of my real friends have actually supported me, you know? The people that know me know that even though I can smile, I can smile. I'm a really good smiler. Y'all know that it's not easy for me. You know that I'm insecure sometimes, that I'm extremely hard on myself, and that I'm so prideful, so prideful. And I just want to thank you people, you YouTubers, you friends, you family that actually support me and reach out to me and encourage me. It means more than you know. It does. Yeah. So that's it. That's my update for 2019 so far. And we'll see. We'll see where we go from here. But I do have a strange feeling that where we go from here is going to be something extraordinary.